It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, it's a Monday morning. Welcome back to the show. Time right now for your tech digest with our tech expert, Bryan Smith. Now, nature is a continuous source of inspiration, and today we're going to find out and look at 4 important tech innovations that were directly influenced by nature. You might not have known this, but this might just blow your mind. Dude, good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend.
I did. Thank you for having me back.
All right, so first one, Velcro. I've never ever thought that something that's as part of our daily lives like Velcro was inspired by nature. How?
So this is really awesome. So more broadly, when we refer to a technological development that's come courtesy of an advancement in nature, it's called biomimicry. And Velcro might be one of the foremost examples of this.
Biomimicry.
Biomimicry, there's your tongue twister for the day. So biomimicry, Velcro actually inherits its properties from burdock burrs, which are a kind of spur or thorn you might attract on your sock, or if you have a furry companion when you go hiking. And researchers managed to reinvent the cross-stitching mechanism of these spurs and then put it into fabric, which we now use as Velcro strips today.
My goodness, what would we be without Velcro today? Think about that. Okay, another one, LED lights that were made possible by fireflies, or at least the inspiration behind them.
Definitely. So if you consider the halogen bulbs we use in our homes or sometimes in our cars, they're actually terribly inefficient, given that they produce 95% warmth energy and only 5% light energy.
Okay, yes.
So LEDs actually function entirely the other way around, 95% light energy and 5% heat, and that's really all thanks to fireflies. More recently, researchers are looking at the biochemistry of fireflies and trying to evaluate whether in fact we can make LEDs brighter, and that's why you'll see them creeping up not only in the home, but also in vehicles.
That's incredible, and fireflies don't even need to be charged up. They just do their thing every single day. Also, something called riblets that apparently was inspired by one of the ocean's fiercest predators. Firstly, what are riblets and how were they inspired by this ocean predator?
Great, so riblets actually refer to a compound, a material that's used on the hull of sporting vessels such as yachts. And that actually comes courtesy of sharks. Researchers studied the skin of sharks in the ocean and noticed how aerodynamic or streamlined they were in the water and managed to reinvent that skin structure to place it on the hull of sporting vessels. Interestingly enough, when this technology was first introduced around 1987, it was so effective, it was actually panned because it gave vessels an unfair advantage.
Oh my goodness.
But it is quite commonly used today.
That's incredible. And then finally, Japanese engineers that were inspired by the aerodynamic ability of a certain kingfisher that inspired them to then design their train, a bullet train.
Definitely. So bullet trains might be a really great way to travel, but they can give their passengers really bad headaches simply because they are so loud.
Yes.
And Japanese researchers studied the aerodynamics of the kingfisher bird, specifically how quick and quiet it is when swooping down on prey, and managed to reverse engineer its beak structure for application on trains, which is why you'll notice a lot of bullet trains have longer noses, so to speak.
Yes. That's incredible stuff. So nature truly is the best innovator out there.
The
We just try to
inspiration.
just biomimic it every single day. Thank you very much. Some really, really insightful stuff. And of course, we really appreciate Bryan letting us into his knowledge about all of this. Of course, you can check out the latest in the world of technology on our website, expressoshow.com. Also follow Bryan at Bryan Smith SA.